We have just seen rushes direct from Hollywood of pictures being released in the coming weeks. And we are proud to announce that this theater will soon bring you the greatest array of pictures ever to reach our screen. You'll see the finest stars in exciting performances. You'll thrill to the suspense, comedy, romance, and drama of world-famous stories. Here's a glimpse of a few of them coming to this theater soon.
Hello, world. I'm Norman Rafferty, broadcasting from an undisclosed location. So welcome to Urban Jungle this week. We've got a smaller crew than usual because, well, we can curse in this stream, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. Because shit, it'd be fucked. So today we're going to go ahead and work on the next big Urban Jungle project. So you get to witness this warts and all. We're going to go ahead and do It Came from the Drive-In.
Ooh.
Back when we kickstarted Urban Jungle way back in 2015, which was a different time, we went ahead and so we had 3 stretch goals. We had the stretch goals to make the Occult Horror book, which is out. You can buy that now. The Astounding Science book, which is out real soon now, as you've been watching us playtest here, which is the pulp sci-fi stuff. And one of the other books was The Golden Age of Drive-In Theaters. Drive-in theaters were starting to get away from the 1930s and 40s and into the 50s and 60s. We're getting into car culture and counterculture.
Art Deco.
Well, we're getting out of Art Deco. We're getting into Gucci. We're getting into the Cadillac fins, big circles, hula hoops.
Streamliners.
Streamliners. Yes, thank you. Streamlined is the aesthetic. It's a little deco, but now it's streamlined, atomic age, all that kind of crazy stuff. And so today we're going to go ahead. Now, one of the big wrinkles of this game is that what happens is the players go ahead and make characters, but you only get to choose your species and your type. You don't get to choose your career. You get to choose your career die, so go ahead and choose what die you want to put in that slot, but I will be assigning careers to you.
I see.
Wonderful.
So you're the social service employment office. I have to report.
No,
to.
I'm the director of the movie, and I'm also the casting couch. So be careful, because I've got a couch.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Rafferty. I just don't do those kind of things.
All right.
You want to make a thing in showbiz, don't you, Hugo?
I like to get casted on my talents, Mr.
You won't get
Rafferty.
very far in this town with that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go over my lines, Mr. Rafferty?
Here, let me give you Weinstein's number.
You'll never work in this town again. We're going to be a little cynical, but hopefully not too cynical.
Okay, so can I at least ask a question?
You can ask any question.
What are the professions that are possible?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, come on.
All right.
I haven't even told you the movie yet. Remember, you're basically actors portraying a character. You're basically you're writing up an actor. That's why you don't have a career.
So I've already thought about this a little bit, and here's my pitch. I'm a brand new actor coming to you. I am a sparrow who is lucky. I am good at doing stunts because I have lots of athletics and evasion, and I can sing. Don't ask me to dance, though.
Sing. Okay.
I'm good for the musical part, but not for the dancing part.
If there's
maybe I'm good for the dancing part.
Well, also, like, I don't know if some of you guys are fans of the riff tracks or the MST3K. Not so much Joe Bob. Joe Bob Briggs, even though he's the drive-in king, was mostly 70s and 80s type stuff. But these movies were made quickly. You wanted to, they were still doing double features. It used to be you could just, like, for a movie theater, you could just buy a ticket and wander in. And they were running like 18 hours a day where they would show the same movie maybe twice. They would have interstitials and cartoons and newsreels in between. That starts to go away in the late 1940s when people get the video boxes in their own houses. And so now they don't have to go anywhere. They can go ahead and watch, video entertainment in their own houses. So the movies start to get a little more highfalutin. The Hays Code is still in effect, but they also start catering to the youth culture. And you start to get some really crazy stuff. To quote former President Ronald Reagan, they didn't want it good, they wanted it Thursday. So that's basically like you guys are going to show up and say, what are we doing this week? Also, we still have the studio system. See, it used to be like a studio would go ahead and contract an actor and say, you're with us for a couple years, not necessarily, you know, an 8-picture deal. And I mean, they still do that, but there might also be like, we've got you under contract for a year. So you will be like, we've got you for a year. We're going to shove you in every movie we possibly can.
I remember hearing those stories.
You know, and we'll go ahead and make it. To also quote one of my favorites, although this is Futurama, it's like, well, editing is a slow and expensive product, but since we spent all the money, it'll be done on Friday.
Well, hopefully I should need the least editing, so I have like a basic concept here, and I guess the name only matters as far as the movie cares.
Well, you have to add, what's your name? Tell us your name.
Geez, Jimmy Sparrow.
Jimmy Sparrow.
That'll
never fit on a marquee. We're gonna have James Spar. That's your new name. James Spar.
Cool. Thanks.
Put that up there on the headlines.
James Spar.
Urban Jungle's been out for a while. Did you notice there's the demo adventure that's in there? Did you notice the actors' names changed?
No, I didn't notice that yet.
Let me show the big one. There's a little sly joke in there with the studio system because it's not. Yeah, it's Rose Silver is the actor, although her given name is Rosa Silverberg.
I guess.
And there's Lawrence Hall. His name is actually Luca Hartman. Oh, sorry, Raziel Silverberg is her full name. Yeah.
Gotta do the George Lucas thing and save the money by like having 4 fewer letters.
They used to tell Arnold Schwarzenegger that there's no way that can be your name because it won't fit on the marquee. So
I think that was actually like the logic for like making it like Return of the Jedi instead of Revenge. It's like, yeah, it's 1 fewer letter. We'll save millions.
Oh no, actually, that was because Jedi don't do revenge.
Yeah,
that's why.
No, I thought it was like a money focus thing, but yeah.
No,
maybe it's apocryphal.
It's apocryphal. At the time, it was.
Most people don't realize, but Return of the Jedi was the first commercially driven Star Wars movie. Like that's when George Lucas stopped thinking about like the creative integrity of his work and more.
Oh no, they were all commercially driven.
Oh no, I want to say the first two were probably the more creatively angled of it, at least commercially.
We'll talk about Splinter of the Mind's Eye some other time.
So
the unmade Star Wars movie.
So
but moving on. So anybody else got a character?
Yes. I was considering Flint Westbrook.
Flint, yes, thank you.
Yes, and he would be a rebel badger.
A rebel badger. So yeah, he's the one who plays all the bad guys. Flint Westbrook. That's too long. We're gonna name you Flint West. Put that up there on the marquee. That's a star's name.
Oh, I got a motto now. Follow your star. There you go.
Yeah, what's Flint West's motto?
It wasn't my fault.
Wasn't my fault. Wasn't my fault. In fact, Flint Brook. We're gonna use Flint Brook. There we go. Sound of like rocks babbling. There we go.
All right.
And what about you, Hugo?
Well, so far, I think I'm going to go with ferret this time for species.
Okay. Ferret, we can work with that.
And then
what kind of type do you want to be?
You know what? Heart of Gold.
There we go. So you're always playing the sentimental types. Yeah, because on one hand we were thinking like maybe we should come up with new types, but actually most of these types are inspired by those kinds of action noir movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought we were going to go ahead and make a teen rebel movie. Because you guys are all 20-year-olds. You could play teens, right?
Sure,
exactly.
Sure, let me just trim my whiskers a little bit more.
I'm simultaneously look older and younger than I am.
I was thinking we should have like a bidding process where we should have the players decide how much money they want to get for the role. So whoever bids the lowest gets first pick on whatever role they want.
No
I
way.
love it.
It's the studio system. We don't get to bid. You decide how much we get.
But it's also the studio system, so I might just assign roles to you because we're contractually obligated. Okay, so we need somebody to play. We need somebody to play a singer teen heartthrob. Somebody who has can go ahead and like sing that new rock and or roll music the kids really like. So I'm looking at you, Flint.
That's me. I'll be the emotional heart of the film.
What? Is your name Flint? Was I talking to you? I don't think so.
Oh, dang it. Oh, well, maybe
What about you,
next
Flint?
time. I'll get lucky.
Flint, you can sing, right?
No, actually, no. Wait, no, he does have presence, so he could sing. He could do a good villain number.
Guess
you
I'll do
gyrate?
backup.
You guys remember the infamous where they wouldn't when Elvis Presley was on TV, they wouldn't show him below the waist.
Oh, yeah. Can you wiggle your hips a little bit?
You wiggle your hips, do that badger.
What's your speed? What's your speed like?
Actually, can you not do that so that we can get past the censors?
We're going to the cheap box offices. It doesn't matter.
That's the little.
They don't ever check those.
That's the little fluky PA next to Rafferty, whoever said, like, actually, we can't have him wiggle his hips, like the censor board. and then Rafferty gets all bad, like, shut up, give me another coffee.
Yeah. Gotta get these pictures out here. Rafferty pictures.
Did you spit this? Did you spit my coffee?
Made me do a spit take in my own office.
You never saw Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back from Kevin Smith? Chris Rock plays this like really crass director who just gets paid to be in this movie. And so basically he's like this black director and he always just thinks everyone's against him because he's black. So he has this white PA that he just intentionally beats on. Like, do you tell your daddy that you fetch a black man is his coffee? And stuff like that. So he brings and it's just like this PA is totally like passive and like, you're awesome, dude. Thank you, sir. Whatever you're saying, but he just doesn't care. So he literally brings him the coffee. He's like, did you spit in this? Give me another coffee. You drink it. Drink the book coffee.
We're more in the Roger Corman mode, so we don't have PAs. I mean, we can't afford those.
How much coffee is Flint bringing here?
We are. What do you want? Coffee? What are you? Some kind of what do you think you are? The Ritz? I mean, this is literally we go outside and film whatever. I forget what the name is of that canyon. It's in every.
You cannot make a good movie without craft services. I worked in Hollywood. I can tell you that right now.
You're gonna get this paper cup. Food. You can go to the puddle outside in the parking lot.
I'm just telling you, man. You don't feed your crew. We won't even get the film done.
Well, I'm definitely getting a villain song because I have 2D in presence.
Yep, we're definitely feeding the crew because that's how we're paying them in food.
Tommy Wiseau. You ever hear this? The Tommy Wiseau in the room. Like 3/4 of the reason that movie even got finished is because he fed them all at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, he actually paid pretty well.
and fed them. And fed them. Trust me, I've worked in Hollywood. I've worked for production, and like one of the tricks they do is like they abuse the crap out of you all day, but at a certain moment, it's literally just like they just whip out this sumptuous thing, and for like a couple of hours, you just forget about the fact that you've been treated like human garbage. You're just like, oh shit, it's like a lobster dinner. This is great.
That's new Hollywood. We're not that. We're 50s Hollywood. And you guys are no names. So speaking of no names, okay, so I guess we're going to go ahead and cast Flint as the teen heartthrob. So which one of you wants to be Flint's love interest? Let me guess, all three of you wrote up male characters, didn't you?
I didn't even think about it.
I don't even want to be anyone's love interest, let alone female.
We can't make our movie a sausage fest.
It can be, Stand By Me was a great teen movie. The Goonies.
I like how you
what's the one with the kids who went into space?
I gotta catch up right there because it's like we're not making a 50s nostalgia movie because this is the 50s.
Exactly. What was that other film where the kids get the radio signals from the aliens and they build the spaceship?
Explorers. That's an 80s
Explorers. Hey, there was not a chick in that movie. Okay, not a single. Not a single raging hormone in that entire flick.
Well, the director's looking for a romance here.
Okay, so the good news is we managed to get Ann Gilbert, who is a gecko. And she will go ahead and play your teen interest even though she's 45 years old.
That's okay. Wow. That's okay. Geckos age remarkably well. They never show their age.
So sorry, I'm going to list that she's 49 years old because she wouldn't admit to being over 50. Yeah, her type is old.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, but
That's
she's got
okay.
star power. She was big in the Silent Era.
Like I said though, like geckos, man, they just don't age at all. Like it's
Well,
something
she's
about that.
going to be
It's that
playing.
must be that molting thing they do all the time. It's like a instant facial.
We can fix it in post.
So she's going to go ahead and play her teenager. It's going to be
No, I'm
hilarious.
just saying it's furry, so it's really funny. Like that day we walk up, and like, I'm sorry, like you're not looking. We looked at the
Well,
image.
she's got,
we looked
yeah.
at the dailies from yesterday, and you're like not coming in. Oh, okay, just give me like 20 minutes, and then she like molts, and then comes back. Oh shit! It's like she
So
aged
who wants
20
to be the heroes? All right. So you're the Flint. That's you, Arcloid. Your career is musician.
All right.
We're gonna go ahead and completely miscast you as the lead. And I guess you're Sparrow. I guess we can fit more than one musical number into the movie, but you've got to go ahead and be his Griffin. You've got to go ahead and be his best friend. Or who wants to be his best friend? You two can fight over against his best friend.
I could be his best friend. I have a heart of gold.
Well, I guess it's a question, do you want like a duet later on where we're best buddies doing cool things, or maybe like a tragic song later? Or do you want me to do the opposition song?
If you're asking me, what I would really want is I would want so much subtext in this movie that people would be viewing it like 70 years later going, whoa.
So you want the duet.
Let's go. What's going on? What's going on here?
We're going to go
Something
ahead.
not through the studio.
I'm sorry this girl came between us.
So
I just can't quit you.
I just can't quit. So we're gonna go ahead and cast. Let's go ahead and cast Griffin as the best friend. Now, your best friend, you also have to be. But because kids, what do kids like besides rock and roll music?
Motorcycles.
Drugs.
Yes, actually, that's quite true. But we're not doing motorcycles.
Oh yeah, that's like another 20 years down the line. My bad.
Fast cars, hot rods.
Right.
Hot rods.
So your career is motorist.
All right, motorist. I'm gonna go look that
You'll
up,
be a motorist.
and I'm gonna get it written down.
Right. So, and I guess these, but unfortunately, we've got Hugo under contract, so we gotta go ahead and make a, even though my script calls for a rock and roll singer and a couple of musician numbers, I've got Hugo under contract, and he's got to have a role in the movie. So, what should I cast him as?
I could be actually. You know what? I'll change my type to be hard boiled.
Okay.
And then I'll be like the manager.
You could be the life lesson.
No. I'm the manager, like the roadie, like the guy.
So you don't want to play a teenager. You want to play their crusty manager.
Yeah, hard boiled, crusty manager, the guy who keeps the show running and has to babysit the kids.
Okay, I think the best career for a manager would be salesperson.
Okay,
because that gives you the ability to make a wheel and deal.
Cool. All right.
So we'll go ahead. So those are your careers.
So we got someone who's 49 pretending to be 17, and we got someone
she said she's
18
49.
pretending to be 60.
45.
And she's got big gecko eyes. Yes, and Gilbert's. I'm just happy to be in pictures, she says. I understand the young people.
And I guess you know what? And my character's name will be Leonard Montgomery.
Leonard Montgomery. Oh, yeah, that's right. We need good teen names. What's a good rock and roll name here for Flint? I guess we'll just name you Flint so that way people will remember you in the movie. But we're gonna go ahead and make your last name. All right. So it's Flint Brook as Flint Paper. Yeah, that's a good name.
Hey, Raph, do me a favor. Just assign me a character sheet on Roll20 so I can just write some of this stuff down. Or illustrate.
Do I know how to do that? How do you assign someone a character sheet?
So it's real simple. Go into the journal page, and you should see an option that says add or something. Add. Yeah, and it'll give you the option of either handout or character sheet. Just click character sheet.
Character.
And then what it'll do is it'll create a character name on the journal sheet. There we
go.
It's some random, and you go edit, and then you just make it editable and seeable by me.
Okay. Edited and controlled by Hugo. Okay. Excellent. It is done.
Wonderful.
I guess I can do the same thing for
Indeed,
this
you
rip.
could.
Wow, it puts in random names. That's nice of it.
Oh, that's weird. I don't see it yet. Or do I have to actually exit the game?
No, it put in a random name. I changed it to Hugo.
Yeah, no, I still don't see it yet on my
Oh
thing.
yeah, you have to actually assign permissions.
Wait, I thought I did.
Hold on. Yeah, no, it's still not showing up under my name.
Okay. Yeah, it says edited and controlled by Hugo.
But there's also another option like
In journal. Right above
visible
it.
visible in journal.
Oh, my bad. Okay, now you should be able to see
Yep,
it.
I see it now. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful.
Okay. Why are you not coming up? Two things. There we go. Sorry, if a window is already open and it's overlapped, it doesn't make it come to the forefront if you double click on it. This has been Rafferty Complains About Roll20.
Tried an honored tradition at this point.
So just to let you know, I'm going to put my career as salesman, but I'm going to put in parentheses tour manager since that's actually what I'm doing.
That works, because I thought you could be administrative, but I'm thinking, okay, no, go away. How do I make you go away? There we go. Delete. Die. But it leaves the window open. Sorry, I thought I prepped this for everyone, but I guess not. And then the last one is, let's go ahead and put this stuff in. Okay.
Negotiation question.
There we go. All right. Apparently Arcloid is no Segvi Tiff or whatever that is. What the fuck is
Interesting
that?
name.
Okay. Pardon my right. So let's make sure I move everyone to the map and you actually show up on it this week. I'm moving everyone to the map of Flugerberg.
Very Flugel.
Welcome to Flugerberg. Anytown, USA. It's somewhere in the Midwest, but it looks but there's a lot of desert and suspicious Burbank footage around it. Is everyone on the Flugerberg map?
Yes, I am.
Yep.
Excellent. So you're going to be like normal suburban teens in your senior year, whatever it is that teens do.
Those teen things.
Oh, yeah, cool. The map showed up. Perfect. Okay. So you're going to be set in this movie where you're, of course, your teen drama is going to be your senior year. But we're going to go ahead and give each of you an individual goal to start the game. So normally you guys get to go ahead and pick that goal yourself. So why don't you go ahead and tell me what your, I think that's probably a good idea that each of you, when you came to the movie, each of you is an actor who has something they want to do. So Hugo, what's your personal goal for this movie? What do you really want to do in this movie?
What would be a good thing to do?
Like if you want to have a scene, like you could just say, I want a scene that's my own. But if that scene, what kind of acting chops do you want to show off? What sort of actor, what would you want to show off to someone?
That's an interesting point. I hadn't really thought about it.
Okay, well, I'll give you some time to think about it. I'm going to move on to Arcloid. Hey, Arcloid, what's your goal for this movie?
He wants to impress somebody in the area with his singing.
So you want to impress us with your singing. Okay, you've never sung before, but yeah, it'll be fine. Look at you. You're so handsome, you don't need to. What you do is you just sit there and you move your mouth up and down, and we play a record in post-production. They call it lip sync. All the hip kids do it now. But you're going to sit there and go, no, you want to definitely impress us. Are you going to fight to get your own singing voice in the movie?
Yep.
Why is this so funny to me? I mean, it's kind of funny.
Doing stunts, so that's all I'm doing.
You get your badger voice with the low badger hips. Okay, and all right, so Griffin, what's one thing you would want to do in this movie?
One thing I want to do with this movie, have a friendship breakup and then make it all good by the end of the movie so it has a happy ending.
Excellent. So, mend a breakup. All right, that works for me. Now I know I put you on the hot spot, Hugo. You've got a minute to think about it.
I guess I'll have you know what? My goal for the movie is to have a comedy scene.
You want a comedy scene to show off your comedy chops. Okay. And I got to go ahead and give you guys good news. So to help round out your rock music ensemble, we've gone ahead and hired Eddie Castor and Larry Cole, who are two more 20-year-olds, a possum and a boar trying to pass as teenagers. They'll be the bass player and the drums.
Wonderful.
Yep. They're just kind of there. Those actors couldn't look more bored. I mean, they just kind of show up and just kind of like vaguely, wave these sticks around. They'll just tell me it's drums, kind of this. I guess they hit the cymbals, right? That's what drummers do.
Yeah, close enough. Just make some noise and we'll fix it later.
Now we just need a name for your high school band before they break it big, because we're going to plaster this and we're going to go ahead and release a record at the same time, and we'll make up sales records. Now we need a good name for your band, something that says how great you are, like the Comets or the Meteors or the Stratospheres.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a name.
It's your name, boss.
I
mean, Flynn, what's it gonna be?
For the dance?
The Songbirds?
The Songbirds. There's only one of you, but there's no birds in the group.
That's the beauty of the name.
Isn't one of you a sparrow?
Well, me, yes.
Yeah, but we didn't give you a singing role. We gave it to Flint. Flint's our next star.
I know, that's why it's cheesy. It's like a high school decision. Like he's like, I'm a bird. At least it works.
We're gonna call you the Silver Warblers.
Silver Warblers.
Yeah, be all the next big thing. Wait. It's Flint and the Silver Warblers. There we go. Put Flint right there, front and center. He's our new star. He's going to be our breakout hit.
Of course. Sure. Yeah, of course he is.
It's going to be totally action. We're totally betting everything on Flint. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and record your first song for the movie. Love is like a distributor cat. There we go. It's got love. It's got cars. Wait. Not love is like a distributor cat. That's silly. Distribute my love. By the way, Arcaloid, since we have designated you the singer, you are going to have to sing on camera in front of everybody.
Sweet.
I hope everybody tuned in for a comedy game. Okay. So there you are. And I guess we'll go ahead and I don't have to. Now that you have character sheets, can you make your own tokens, or do I have to make tokens for you?
I can. I didn't prepare any ahead of time, so I'm using my regular old Grumpy Bird.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's fine.
But yes, we can actually create our own token.
If you could just go ahead and make some kind of token for yourself, because you can see we have locations here, so we need to keep track of where because if there's anything a good B movie is about, it's about establishing location. That way we know where people are. They don't just teleport from location to location at the speed of plot. That would be bad writing.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Wait, I thought that's exactly what we were doing.
Oh, yeah, that is what we're doing. But that's why I've gone ahead and made some set piece locations that we can go ahead and film that. We'll have stock footage of downtown Pflugerberg.
Well,
But all of you are attending high school, like high school students, and all of you, of course, are worried about your senior prom. Where I think, I'm guessing that poor Flint here is too nervous about asking Anne, because we'll name the character Anne as well. It makes it easier to keep track of.
Yeah, he might reject me in front of everybody.
She's the hottest girl in school. Everyone can't stop talking about Anne and her ill-fitting wig because she's a gecko.
There's the obligatory awkward run-in at the hallway moment.
Yeah, in her sweater. I don't. Yeah, for the record, folks, I don't want to be too ageist here, but you know, it's all in good fun of the '50s type movie. I'm sure Anne is a fine actress. I say stroking because I know what it's like.
Mommy dearest. I got it.
Yeah, stroking the gray hairs of my beard here. But yeah, whenever Anne looks and blinks those gecko eyes independently of each other with the lashes.
Don't forget, move the eyes.
The lashes are even fake because of the secondary ones underneath.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. But of course, you know, as you guys are, but yeah, actually, Eddie and Larry are gonna have to hang around. I guess Larry the possum is gonna have to wear. Do you guys remember that weird Jughead hat that Jughead used to wear? It's kind of like looks like a crown.
It's like a crown with like a beanie on the inside.
Yeah, it's totally out of period. You're supposed to pin buttons to it. It's like before people were pinning buttons to vests, they were pinning buttons to the hat.
Interesting.
And I'm not sure how Eddie dresses. I guess he just wears a jacket. But yeah, but you guys have a problem because so you guys have a band, but you guys don't have any venues to play at. It's like if we want to be a real band, we need to be seen by like real like you know, people in the industry.
Yeah, we gotta get our name out there, boss.
Well, I was thinking that even though we live in Pflugerberg, well, Larry's going to say, Eddie's got an idea. And he says, I think it's not a very good idea. No, Larry, you got to really sell it. I'm Eddie. Oh, sorry, Eddie, you got to really sell it. Are we going with that take? We're on one take.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling. We'll fix it. Edit.
You only got so much film.
Stuff grows on trees?
No.
It does, sir.
I heard that old man Ginsburg is trying to get kids to show up at his phosphate shop because people don't really want to come and hang out there anymore now that it's not the 30s. So if we could convince him to book our musical act, then we could play there, and then people would like. Eddie gestures vaguely, like they would dance, and then everyone would hear our great music, and then we'd be like become like superstars, do the Sullivan Show.
Yeah, it sounds great. We could just start a rise to stardom right there, over at Ginsburg's. There's no way he'll say no.
People go to Ginsburg's.
Well, and while you're saying that, I guess I didn't have tokens for this, but while you're saying that, who should have overheard but that nasty looking kid from the wrong side of the streets wearing his nasty leather jacket, the dog bad boy known as Rex.
Rex.
What's up, losers? Because we don't say the word nerd yet because that won't be invented until the 70s. Think you're gonna go ahead and play him? You're some sort of big band somewhere, playing some. Man, I can't believe how pathetic you guys are.
Yeah, what's it to you? Not like you got any money to show up with,
or talent.
Oh no, I got.
That's right, Flynn.
I've got two talents: the lefty and the righty.
Uh-oh.
You want to take?
Yeah, Flynn will take you any day.
He is going to attempt to intimidate you. What skills do you have useful in not being intimidated by the school bully?
I have body, will, and presence.
I'd like you to roll all three of those.
Should I roll as well, since I suppose I am there to be intimidated? Are we going to see if that's...
Of course, also roll.
Yeah.
Because he would try to intimidate both of you nerds. And yes, the high school girls are watching.
Well, unfortunately, I'm a scrawny little bird, and, If it spreads to me, I fail. Probably. Oh, hey, you got a good 6 in there.
Okay, well, that's 2 successes on Ralph's part. So Ralph, yeah, James, I need you to, Jimmy, I need you to play up that you're a coward.
Wouldn't that be 3 successes with 2 4s?
Oh, it is. Yeah, well, go ahead and say your frosty response.
He's gonna flick his nose, like they do.
Rex's eyes will cross.
And
Yeah, you see, Flynn isn't afraid of you at all.
That's it. He's going to try and raise his fist when, of course, what should happen, but Principal Christensen should come along. It's all right, you kids, break it up.
But Principal, I was gonna punch him in his future descendants.
No, nothing was happening here, we swear.
No, says the Fox Principal. I'm glad you addressed me as a principal so people would know that I'm actually a superior, even though I'm actually 6 months younger than you are. No, kids, we can't have this kind of roughhousing in the halls. Back in my day, people showed proper respect for one another.
Yes, Principal.
That's good. See? You need to be a good boy. Flint, you really need to give up this bizarre notions of some sort of lifestyle and dress properly. How are you ever going to get a job and provide for a family when you look like this?
Hey, man, I'll be playing the music scene.
Music. That's no job for an upstanding citizen like you. You used to have a straight A record and used to care about all your classes. Now I weep for your future, son.
Some people are born to more greatness.
He's the line.
So, Eddie is going to suggest to your manager, who is, what was Hugo's name again?
Leonard Montgomery.
Leonard Montgomery. Yeah, we'll get Monty to go ahead and get us the deal. He can totally do this. Why, I bet Monty's going ahead and getting the deal right now.
I sure am.
Did you upload a token for yourself, Hugo? Or
I am literally at the moment of doing that.
Okay, that's cool. Well, we'll go ahead and go to Ginsburg's. We'll go ahead and dissolve because this is still the 50s when we still do dissolves. And Old Man Ginsburg is indeed a goat. Because why wouldn't he be? It's like, yes, I don't know about this. It used to be that we had teens coming in here all the time. They would sit there and put money in the jukebox and that sort of thing. But I don't know about this rock and roll music. It, just sounds so terrible. Doesn't it encourage kids to smoke the reefer?
No, sir, that's jazz.
Jazz? Maybe we should have jazz music instead. So Hugo, you are trying to convince Old Man Ginsburg to let your kids play at his malt shop, which is a set that we have available to us to film at.
What's his name again?
Old Man.
No, just Old Man.
Old Man Ginsburg is what the script says.
It's like, listen, Ginsburg, my boys are good boys. They're local boys. They're at the high school. One of them's an honor roll student.
Oh yeah, that paper boy. He used to be a good kid. Whatever happened to him?
Well, he got the musical bug, and he was gonna go in with those kids from the other side of town. The ones that play that devil music, and so I scooped them up, and I'm trying to cultivate him to be a fine young classical musician. Proper music. And I'm just hoping that a fine, upstanding member of the community, a pillar of the community, will support some local boys trying to do good, and we'd be more than happy to promote your business and tell everybody what a great benefactor you were, and that
I would like
out of character. What kind of store is this?
Well, as you can, there's a picture of it. It's it's a drugstore, so half of it sells. And it's a 1930s style drugstores where they sell all kinds of sundries and that kind of stuff. They also have a soda shop. This entire place is going to be gone in like 5 years because the supermarket's down the road.
Gotcha. So like, I'll make sure the kids will tell everybody else, especially at the high school, to come on down and get some soda pop at your store before they come to the concert.
That would be good to sell more of this stuff. Ever since they banned me from selling the iodine phosphates, I've had a huge stock that I need to get rid of.
So you can look at this as a business opportunity.
What skills do you have useful to convincing, adding to your argument here?
Oh, what skills? This is my bread and butter. I
mean, you have negotiation from your career, right?
Right, and I have diplomacy as a gift.
And diplomacy is since it's a scene that goes on for 5 minutes or more. Diplomacy gives you a bonus D12.
Okay, and that's pretty much.
All right. No, it would be negotiation. For presence would be you let us perform here if you know what's good for you, old man.
So, okay, you want me to roll it?
So I would roll your will and negotiation because you're really selling it. Plus the D12 from diplomacy, and I think that's it. So you just read the lines off the paper. That was a pretty good read, by the way. Just keep going behind the camera. Just keep rolling. You're golden, man.
All right, give me 1 second here. Let me just tee this up properly. Negotiation is career. All right. So.
We need to be out of here. Leave It to Beaver needs to be filming here in 15 minutes.
World, career. And you said an extra D12, right?
Yeah.
2 successes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you've totally convinced me. Maybe I should give the kid. Maybe this rock and roll music isn't all that bad. Didn't you say devil's music earlier?
He was like,
right.
No. This is good music. More big bands. More mainstream. Less of that young stuff. I'm trying to cultivate a more civil and proper music for the youth to attract to. None of that ruffian stuff that the other kids go for. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Meanwhile, I totally don't even know what kind of music these kids even play.
So I guess we'll go ahead and cut away to at the after school.
Hugo, I love your icon.
Thank you.
It's pretty good. We'll go ahead and cut to our kids in the garage in their Pflugerberg suburbs, where they go ahead and sing their first musical number. So this is going to be featuring our new star, Flint. You are going to be a household name everywhere. So I need you to really sell this musical number. I need you to go ahead and roll your will and presence. You get a bonus D12 if you can sing it. Do you have performance as an ability? You are a musician.
I do have performance. What's that do?
That means you get a bonus D12 to this roll because we wrote into it that you're a singer. And, of course, you're performing with James. So, James, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Do you want to assist Flint and make him look better, or do you want to steal the scene and roll just for yourself?
I'm gonna steal it.
Why don't you make a roll of will, presence, singing?
I did. Just change that over to not actually assisting him.
All right. Yes, Kat, we're on TV.
You steal the show from Rafferty.
Yeah, apparently the winner in this is Kat.
The cat stole the stage again.
He's like,
Okay.
He's like, listen, let's just we all agree here. I have the best voice.
But apparently, you tried to steal the scene, but apparently Flint still got 2 successes. So he goes out there and sings in his rough badger voice. Oh my God. What are you looking for? We're on TV, buddy. So, so you sing Distribute My Love. Actually, this wouldn't be the. I guess this would be the first appearance to Distribute My Love because we only have one song. Unless you guys want to write your own song.
Well, of course. I have to have 17 of them right here.
Well, give me a song title. And
But
then
this is the highlight song, so we're sticking with this one for now.
all right.
One
Okay.
Track Love.
Yep.
No,
So,
that'll be
yeah,
for
you
the
guys will
racetrack
see.
later.
And this will be the lesser cut, so because it'll only be like the guitar accompaniment and the duet, of which, of course, everyone comments when they view the movie. It's kind of like they seem to be singing two different songs. It's like they're completely two different harmonies. And later, of course, I guess editors will say, this was to highlight the kind of subtext of the movie. In this part, the two of them are not harmonizing together. Later in the movie, when the relationship blossoms between the two leads, we can see from the subtext that they're actually in it. And of course, we'll keep cutting to Anne, who is not like even in the same scene. Like we filmed her reaction shots later because we realized, oh wait, we forgot to have Anne in there. So she's just kind of like reacting as like this floating head.
Mm-hmm.
But then after your musical number, let's see. I guess your manager is going to show up. Manager,
How's it going, boys?
Now I got to
Mr.
clarify,
Montgomery.
you came in during the last few seconds of his song, but don't forget you have to like applaud or whatever and tell them how great they are.
It's like, how's it going, boys? Amazing, great, absolutely great.
Just a regular old practice session, Mr. Montgomery. Hey, how's the venue going?
I got it all lined up, boys. You guys are all set. I got old man. What's his name? God damn, what's the guy's name again? Old man Ginsberg's got it set up with a nice little gig. All you got to do is throw the name of his store every once in a while during the set. Just don't forget to thank old man Ginsberg, and we'll be all set. You know, really love what you guys are doing. You know, and go Silver Warblies.
Just after that scene, just on cue, Larry and Eddie will enter the scene. Go, oh man, sorry we're late. Did we miss rehearsal?
You're never late. We could just do another round.
Oh wow, that's great. See, I told you everything would be fine. Eddie goes, Larry, when are you going to get rid of that old junker car that you've got? It's completely unreliable in a kind of auspicious and foreshadowing way. It's a fine car.
Yeah, it hasn't broken down on us yet.
It hasn't broken down in any situation where we're in any kind of dire peril. We'll be fine.
It's not like we'll ever have to hurry.
No, of course not.
Let's go ahead and pad the movie out by singing a second song.
Woo!
So, but then Eddie's gonna say, but we don't know any second song. And I think that's your cue, James.
All right, let me just go ahead and fish through my packet of songs I prepared here ahead of time. Definitely not making this up on the fly.
So what is the name of this song?
This one's called All Together. It's a reprise of the first one, actually, but this time with a better harmony. Just to demonstrate that we are actually better as a team.
All right. So you actually harmonize for this one.
That's right.
Okay.
And that's
so,
probably the segue into doing the actual performance.
Yeah, so you go ahead and sing that entire song. Then later we'll go ahead and have some sort of establishing scene. Where we establish hip teens with us sitting like around the drugstore saying, I am a teen engaging in actual slang of the period.
Wow, other actual kid,
it.
how do you do?
Just delicious. Yes, actual teens. The Silver Warblers are going to be here. I'm so excited. And that's like when Anne's girlfriend, Trudy, because that's what teenagers are named in the 50s, is going to say, I can't believe you're actually dating Flint. He's such a terrible, bad influence. Like, he's not so bad. Past that gruff exterior of horrible badger bloodlust rage. He's just a warm, fluffy heart on the inside. Jump cut to suddenly to Flint. Flint, what would you be doing when we cut away from you to show how handsome you are? Oh no,
I'm tempted to say he's kicking someone's ass just
He's
to
what?
prove them wrong.
What are you doing?
He's kicking someone's ass.
He's literally in
He's starting a
okay.
fight. He's a
He's
hooligan.
literally in a actually he's in a brawl with that dog bully that showed up earlier. He found him later, and they're rolling around in the dirt right now.
In fact, let's go ahead and cut to outside where, for some reason,
I like
Flint
that.
is walking alone when he'll be confronted by Rex. He says, so pretty boy, you're not so tough when your friends aren't around, are you?
Are you sure you want to do this, Rex?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life. Suddenly, the music will kick up and swell. I need you to make a quick roll of mind observation. Because, Flint, you're the good guy, so I'm assuming you're not going to throw the first punch, are you?
Nope.
All right. All right, you have one success, but not two, so you don't have focus. So Rex here, who's going to fight dirty for the camera, is going to aim and attack. Your only viable defense to this is to dodge, because no one in the movie is a boxer.
All right. Ooh, that gives me a D4 because that's the speed I picked. Woohoo!
Wow. I mean, the most hilarious part is I rolled pathetic, but you rolled even worse.
Damn, that is bad.
So he punches you for 2 points of damage, which you can soak.
This is literally like Adam West Batman levels of stuff.
This is some pretty terrible.
Kapow. In fact, it's so bad that the editors had to put in like a kapow and a slam to cover up the back choreography.
Yeah.
Ping, kapow. Zoing.
So one of it, and then getting rid of the other with frenzy soak.
All right, so you tap frenzy soak. So he body punches you, knocks the wind out of you. Close up on your face as you snarl. It's your turn. What are you gonna do about this?
Let's see. I'm going to give him a right thrashing.
You want to aim before you do it, or guard before you do it?
I'm gonna guard before I do it.
Okay, I also can only dodge.
All right, and this is gonna be a good old-fashioned pummeling.
All right. Gotta be defeat of 4. Meanwhile, there's the Foley artist who's got the 2 stakes on paddles and smacking them together.
Trying to line up the random timing of everything.
Damage plus 2, so that's 4 damage.
Wow.
And my frenzy soak refreshes.
Yep, and Frenzy Soak is recharged. Dirty cheater, you win this round. And that's when Rex is going to go ahead and run off.
He's gonna brush off his nose again and just say, "Stay away from me."
You just stay away. You have to shout that to his retreating body.
He'll shout it then.
Yeah.
Let the world know he just kicked an ass.
For some inexplicable reason, Anne is outside and will run up to Flint and say, "Flint, what happened? Are you okay? Oh my God, you're bleeding."
I'll be fine. It's just a little pop on the nose.
Oh,
Tis but a scratch.
tis but a scratch, my lady.
I'm afraid it was the worst that Tex had to offer. Rex.
You got to fight with Tex and Rex. Oh no. Tex is even worse. He's 2 letters down the alphabet.
Oops.
Well, everyone's waiting for you inside.
Let's go. He'll
It's time for the
give the
third
handkerchief
musical number to cap this movie out with. So I guess you'll. Anne looks upset. Do you do anything to placate her upsetness, or do you just ignore it because this is a movie?
Come on, you gotta do something like.
This seems like a good moment for a song.
Are you just gonna sing in the alleyway because it's that kind of movie?
Yeah, just sing her a song. Just sing her a song to cheer
All
up.
right, go ahead and make a roll of will and presence with the extra D12 from the performance. You sing a solo number. Meanwhile, that's a song that tries to sneak in the movie, and James isn't even present.
Oh.
You know, this was because we couldn't get them scheduled on the same day of shooting, so we just impromptu rewrote the scene just to have him play this music number.
And like, oh well, we wanted to make
so we could justify paying everyone for the day that showed up.
Yep. We also cut the movie, and it was only 48 minutes long, so we cut it out. Just saying.
Yeah, it was fortuitous. It was actually beneficial that the other actor didn't show up today because this would have been way more complicated.
Well, what he lacks in any form of singing talent, he makes up for in like just passion and really selling it. What the Canadians call catane. So, yeah. Wow, all that dice, and that's all you got.
Yeah, you should be great at this.
Okay.
I know, I should have. I would have got the same amount if I just wrote it.
I like the subtext in this game that no, badgers are excellent actors. Look at all the presents they have.
Yeah, so you sing a lovely song about how you're actually fighting for her and placate her.
I fight for love.
Yeah, I called that song Lovely Fisticuffs.
I saw.
Lovely fisticuffs. Whenever I see my hand, I think of you.
That's not good. That'll age great, I'm sure.
The scars on my face are a roadmap of my love for you.
When I punch someone in the face, I think of you.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna start. There's the opinion rules in the game. I started tracking the audience opinion, and I think the audience opinion just went up.
when I choke someone's breath out, I see your face.
It's great because Flint's hogging all the screen time. Yes, there's Rafferty, the director, smoking on my legal Cuban cigar. It's like, yeah, excellent. I knew he'd be a star, and he's only got 88 years left on his contract with me.
And meanwhile, the PA is like, "I'm sorry, sir. Is this going to like promote domestic violence or like wife beating or something?"
Nah, it's great for ratings.
Who said you could talk?
Give me another coffee.
So they'll go ahead and show you into the like where Ed Lawrence and Eddie have already set up their instruments on the world's tiniest bandstand. I want you to imagine like even a set, because a movie set would be larger than an actual room, but this is supposed to be a drugstore. So counter over there, there's that row of stools. There has to be over here, there has to be like all the shelves and stuff, and then we've improvised a dance floor in the middle of it where all the teeny poppers from high school are supposed to be dancing in the middle of
the whole stage itself is probably about 7 feet wide at best. We're all like literally shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, we have to choreograph
angles. All creative angles, sir. With the right lenses and the right angles, we can make this look like the Grand Palace.
Well, we only have the flat Panasonic lenses because we can barely afford the cameras.
We'll make it work, sir.
We're gonna have to get creative.
I got a couple of film students. They're on it, sir. This is what they live for.
Oh yeah, the film students. So they're gonna film it like everyone thinks they're.
This is my first step to stardom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can trust this know-nothing director.
We'll film the shot to the crook of the elbow.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just be really creative with the angle, sir. Yeah, get really creative, like super creative. Oh, by the way, we only got 2 cameras.
Yeah, we two cameras. We only have like the one camera. We're gonna have to film the scene 5 times.
I brought my personal home video camera from my house, so I figured we just needed the extra.
It's the 1950s. Were you a Zapruder?
Yeah. It was a little handicap. It's a Bruder film.
All right, here's an idea. If we commit a crime here, we'll get the local news crew to come in with their camera.
Like, I have them on standby. We're gonna call it a fake bank robbery.
Yeah, let's call that Plan B. I kind of don't want the police in here. There's a warrant. Ever since I did the bread, got bread, get the gluten out of the bread. Yeah, so you film another scene where you perform the same song. We have, like you said, we go ahead and stack all the teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone wants to do something untoward, the second musical number is pretty much as boring and tedious as the first. We just laid another track of actual bass and drums.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Standard city popper high school dance number.
3 guitars and a drum is going to be the wave of the future. Music's going to be like that forever.
It'll never change, not even once.
Except it ends up being that scene in like Back to the Future where someone goes into like a 2-minute like crazy guitar solo and everyone stops. I'm like, what?
How to add some raciness to the movie. Flint and Anne are going to go ahead and go home together to hang out in the parlor of his house, which is definitely a real house and not a set.
Oh, come on. They're not going to drive over to Lookout Point?